Welcome back, YouTube. It's been so long since we've had our last video, and we're back to another Ethereum restart video where we dive into something a little interesting that I definitely hear a lot of different things about, and I would like to kind of not necessarily debunk these kind of things. It's more or less like bring light to a very dim reasoning behind a certain portion of Ethereum, and that's PvP. Summit has been quite interesting. I also do like this as well. It's been quite entertaining all the way around. But within Summit, I do think we do have a lot of different things that's a little bit different. And to like preface that before we even like dive into it, let's just get to the characters just to kind of give you a rundown. I'm like almost a day one player. Game came out June 5th. I started like June 8th or June 7th, one of the two. Um, but back then we didn't have that many options. You know, we only had the like the sites of Lily and like Messiah, and we just didn't have the push that we needed to even have fun in the game, right? You know, like we just didn't have, and like turn two just really wasn't as dominant back then because the setup to do the pool was just just it was just almost not necessarily unheard of, but we like the game has evolved a bit. I mean, we have way more characters now than we did at launch, and I feel like we do have options. We have options that make the game easier, so to speak. So, with that being said, let's get straight to it. We're going into Summit and just showing you some interesting comps that I used, and that's just pretty interesting. And I really do enjoy. What do not pay attention to the fact that like I lost 17 times. I've definitely had a wild run uh, playing, but it's been oh yeah, this is like over the season. So my last little run has been kind of interesting here, where I've been definitely using the new girl Luvia or Luvia. Um, I have not watched a video to like determine how to properly say her name, but she is kind of interesting. She pretty much facilitates a team to like do everything that's necessary without the pressure of like having like one of those big baddies involved. Um, Maybe, for instance, a better play would have been maybe to get rid of the Ray Mary. Ray Mary is kind of like a really big problem, but I seen the Ray Mary had White Fang, so I knew that was going to be an easy target to take care of, and I knew this was going to be really big to hit her with that. That taunt there was going to take care of everything. You know, I knew that was going to pan out the way I needed it to pan out, and I'll say it's been quite entertaining as a whole. Um, Most people have been letting me uh, keep keep uh, keep her, which is interesting. People have been also been picking a Saul, and that's been kind of crazy too, dealing with the Saul. A Saul is kind of like a huge problem because if you don't have anybody to take care of managing her, like her little res thing, and Lowen is like perfect for that because you'd be able to keep her keep her busy. And see, I was really scared about that. I was scared about that. And all those debuffs are about to get like wiped off. I was really scared about that, and I don't know what came across for me to like use to use the combination of Navette and and Turning Dot. But Turning Dot, I finally did officially get her awakened. So like, there's that. It makes it kind of interesting. Um, and of course, I have them all on the imprint of Gladiator for right now. I'm just exiling over and over just to have good management of things. I was really scared about that. I was really worried then, really. But I mean, everything was manageable then. And I can't believe they let this play out. Yeah, I don't even know why they let that play out. Um, but as you can tell, running CC is like almost kind of necessary now, and like kind of necessary meaning like it can definitely work against you easily. I'd have to say my worst matchup is when people have Sonya. Oh my, it's like my worst matchup. Yeah, that's like my worst matchup. Because like there's like things I need for it to work. And see, and having Fia really did like help big time. Really did. And I planned out that better. See, like you can't panic into the CC twice. You have to kind of like time it out, and that's kind of what happened there. Yeah. See, and it makes it. It just make you just have to really just plan out your CCs a little bit better. Whenever you're attacking, you can't really mess up the whole CC like applying the pressure with it, and it makes it to where you're not really exerting too much, right? You're not exerting too much. This was an interesting comp that was kind of worrisome, especially when this happened right here. Yeah, that was really, really, really death defying right here for me. I really thought I was gonna lose her. She should have did so much more damage, but I knew we were only gonna be able to get one of them, and that was gonna be Lilium. And then they quit. Now, what's crazy? Had they played that out, they would have won. In my opinion, they definitely would have had me. I feel like they gave up a little too easy there, and it's just the comps. It's just the comps here is that you can use anything. That's the whole point of this video. It's just showing you can use just about anything and have fun. I noticed my sinew is like really, really, really freaking fast. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's what that it makes it so funny when you realize like how fast your units are. Like sadly, they're just too damn fast. Um, but that's the good thing about having her. She's gonna still inflict petrify on all, even though I was concerned about that. I was really really concerned about that. And I have the Ray Mary, so the Ray Mary uh does a lot of my cleaning up. You know, um, it it like this was kind of concerning at one point, just a hair. And, everybody's like focused to hit there, so like that was another knee jerking part is that I was like stuck. Okay, yeah. See, I think that's when I cleaned up that whole situation there. Yeah, and it's just Navette, and I'm late to it. I'm late. I won't take that away that I'm late to the whole Navette thing. Navette has definitely changed a lot of how this game goes for me as a player. I don't have to. I can do half cleave, half turn two. Um, that's kind of like where the comps are at. It's kind of like forcing people into certain things, which makes it really really fun. She went for that, which see, I couldn't do the push because I wanted to like combo off into this, which was the better play. That's understanding the difference between good plays and not good plays, and this is kind of like where I reside when it comes into being able to take care of these issues. You see, uh, he only had one, and just because he had that taunt on him at that time, and now we're handling up on just those small problems. And of course, I'm trying to stop the Fia from being able to clear the debuffs. That is how that fight went. And it's all about being tactical with it. I want to be able to have debuffs to be able to place on somebody and CCs and make it to where I'm not chasing nothing, right? I want to say this is probably one of those other fights that really kind of frustrated me. It was interesting altogether. It was just a lot of problems. I can't like, and I kind of barely remember who got exiled. Okay, yeah, but what really did kind of scare me is that they had three healing supports, and but technically, Fia was going to be the one that carried the team, which was the very very disgusting part of all that. Yeah, and this is where like kind of everything goes downhill. I was really scared about this, and you know, the rest of the fight goes pretty even. Um, it gets kind of worrisome because Thea is able to like handle herself really well, which was the bad part. I'm pretty sure that Fia's on like harmonizer, and they really bled that fight out like unnecessarily. And that's what I like about Witherbloom. Witherbloom blocks out the heal. It just makes it a lot easier, a lot safer for you to manage everything. And then we finally got the CC off, and then boom. It makes the game so much easier when you have options like that. And then of course we'll finish off with one of me and Aldine's fights. It was a very interesting fight, to say the least. Um, but like the whole point is like you're able to really double down and like get into the nitty gritty of like these fights and have a lot of fun. That's what makes this game fun. That you're able to do so much, and then of course you always break the person that's immune. Like it's just like a no brainer. You can't lose these fights when this kind of stuff happens, And it doesn't even matter who they attack. I think they attack the yeah, the low end. Doing that to low end was like really, really, really not a good move. Because then we took care of that. That was my biggest problem. Yeah, man, you see, it was just easy. Matter of fact, we'll just show me and Aldine's second fight, which was almost identically the same, which is interesting. Yeah, this fight gets really insane here. So we're gonna slap the petrify on two of them, clear out her to make her taunt, and then the wipe right here. The extreme, just the extreme. The extreme wipe right there. That was just insane. I love this game. I love this game so much. Um, and like again, thank y'all. Of course, this was like not really the best of all showcases of what you really can like roundabout use. I am using some of the I guess you could say top meta characters in the game right now, but you have the option of swapping around. You know, like I've rotated between like Fia, Ray Mary, Navette, um, uh, Jean Lee, Jean Chi, Luvia, Turn Dot. You're just able to use so much. Yeah, I lost that one, and that was 5 days ago. Yeah, that was before she came out. I think. No, she was out. Um, it's just there's so much you can do in this game, and you don't really want to miss out on that much activity. Within how big the game has gotten now, like the game is bigger as far as the pool of characters. I know the one problem we do have is still the resources. I mean, you can't fight that. The way they release units compared to how many units we have available is at a very disparaging amount. Um, the the disparity between the two we'll never end up having enough to be able to keep up and catch up to that kind of thing. So, with that being said, enjoy the game. Enjoy it for what it is. It's still a good PvP game. There's not many other games that can that are rivaled up with this. I want to say between this and Epic 7 is where like I like have the most fun in. Matter of fact, I just pushed to Legend, Legend 5, 4 in Epic 7, which is really really fun. I had an amazing time playing that. Um, it's been great, you know, and I want to also express that this is like this is the game that you play where it bridges the the competitiveness between the everyday grind, just like Epic 7. You know, you spend all your time grinding out your modules. We just got done getting off the 2 times for 4 times event, whatever. So we just got off of that grind, which was really really helpful. I needed a lot of it. It's benefited me like greatly to have all that, and it's been great. You know, I really can't again, I can't complain about the game as much as now new players. I feel like new players have a little bit of leeway when it comes down to that. I feel like there's a lot of things that the game could be better at when it's for new players. I wish I was able to get that, but I don't have no. I normally save those. Um, it's it's just one of those weird situations, right? Like you damned if you do, damned if you don't. The game is optimally still good for me. I don't have no like real complaints about the game. I can't say it could be better or it could be it's just one of those will it will it survive kind of thing, and like the way they're doing it, it's good. I mean, what else can they do? I've not participated in that. Yeah, don't. me for that. I don't ever pay attention, participate in no PvE activities anymore when it comes down to that. But looking forward, like small news outside of that, May 21st, which is close to my birthday. I mean, no, close to my birthday. That is my birthday. We are to be getting Sharon, maybe. That's like the new little thing for right now. Looking forward to that. That'd be really nice. Be a nice birthday treat. Currently saving up for that good girl now. Um, I don't have any. I have like I need 7 more lattices for her. Um, I imagine she's going to be really really good. So be prepared for her. Be careful. Right now, um, they do have a bait banner up right now, whereas the targeted. Please do not summon on this. I'm telling you, do not do this unless you have the money. Don't summon. Um, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They're trying to get you, and then next thing you know, Sharon's gonna drop, and Sharon's gonna be a game breaking change to the meta, and now you can't invest into the meta. So don't do that. Don't uh, just don't hurt yourselves, y'all. Like just be patient. Let everything pile up the way it's supposed to, and then get there. You know, you can always. I know this isn't helpful, but we do have the permanent banner. Just summon there until you get what you need. Don't waste your time summoning elsewhere. You'll give yourself brain rot trying to do that and trying to summon here, and then also on top of that have enough for when the new unit comes out, and like getting these is like a rare thing altogether. It's kind of like getting trying to like find the cure to like on The Walking Dead or The Last of Us. That's kind of like where we're at with that. But this video is like crazy long. I definitely wanted to be able to cover all these different things with y'all because, again, I do like the game. I like to cover all these things, and I like to also just spread the wealth of like all the knowledge that I've gotten over the course of a year. Um, Hopefully, when I do summon again, I can change out some of my plays or my comps and be able to give more than just the same because that was I do kind of feel bad. That was like almost like the same comps each time, but it does. You've seen that I went against a bunch of different other comps. So as you can tell, there's a lot of different things that have a lot of viability within the space of competitive um, within competitive play. So with that being said, y'all take it easy. Y'all have fun. And of course, if you end up seeing anything with this video that you would like to add to it, or would you like to see, let me know. I can't say I could do recommended uh, teams for drafting only because people do draft against you, and I do have a lot of characters built, but not all of them are like as fine tuned as I want them to be. So I could run into that problem a lot often than not. So again, y'all take it easy, and y'all have a blessed one.